welcome to BrokeN Boys, episode 5.
Yeah.
I'm Mike. I'm Mike.
We're going to keep that in. I'm Colin.
And I'm John.
Yeah, we got right after Seth Rogen, we got the perfect follow-up guest.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, John Rogan. John Rogan.
Got our boy John here. He's been mentioned like probably every episode.
Yeah,
I think
every single one. We just have so much to do with our lives.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Clearly Vince isn't that important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was supposed to be here, but, you know.
Well, I wouldn't say supposed to be, but...
Clearly he has time for
he
other
was
people.
Yeah, he was
School is more important.
Yes. How dare he? No, well, he'll be on probably at some point, I think. I don't know, I might cut ties with him after that. But maybe I'll forgive him. One more chance.
Just one more.
Yeah.
Said too many.
Yeah. Episode 5. We're here. We got our first guest. How you doing, John?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing okay, I guess.
Alright.
Just kind of, I don't know, 2 weeks ago I was stressed, and then, what was I? I was overwhelmed, and then last week I was just like kind of, I don't know, stressed, and then this week I'm just like exhausted, I think.
Oh gosh. Because of school and work?
Yeah, school and work, because that 2-day break was great for those 2 days, but it's been a long time. I feel like I haven't gotten an actual break since, so it's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been slacking on work and stuff.
Yeah, I almost had to close alone last night again, but then the manager was, because the manager was supposed to stay with me. She was supposed to like work 2 to 10, but then like the president of the company had to come, so she had so she had to go in early. She came in at like 4 a.m. Wow. And then it was supposed to be her and the 84-year-old closing with me, but then the 84-year-old heard that the manager came in early and she probably wouldn't be able to stay the whole time, and so the 84-year-old walked out again. So she got suspended for a day.
The 84-year-old? Yeah.
And so the manager stayed from 4 a.m. till 8:30 p.m.
4 a.m.? Wow,
Yikes.
that's...
Yeah.
And knowing her, I'm guessing she got very pissed about that.
She was a little upset. I mean,
Yeah,
I told her she could leave, but she was like, I don't want to fuck you over like that again. I was like, you've been here since 4 in the morning. Like, I understand. This is fuck.
Well, at least she stayed.
Yeah, it's like, it's nice of her, but like, fuck, I would never do that.
Yeah, it's one of her nicer moments, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But, wow. Yeah, that's...
Well, she definitely got her 40 hours in for the week.
Yeah.
Probably.
And she said, I'll probably have to be here late tomorrow because one of the people that I work with always ends up coming in late or calling off. Or the person that calls off all the time, she's like, oh, I'm stuck in Chicago. Like, what does that even mean? How are you stuck in Chicago? You have a car. Just drive. It's like every other day, too. She like called off once a week.
Yeah, that's weird. Usually an excuse like that, it would be like, hey, I'm going to be late because I'm stuck, like, or in traffic or something.
Right.
But calling off completely because you're stuck doesn't really make sense.
She said, I'm stuck in Chicago until tomorrow.
Wait, yeah, that makes no sense.
Did the bridges come up? Like,
The traffic is so bad out here. It's unimaginable. Is she young, the person who calls off?
she's like a year older than us.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of work, though, I got this new coworker. She's a good worker. She used to work at like Meyer or something.
Okay.
And she was fine. I think it was like Tuesday. It was like me, one other person, and the new coworker. And I'm doing the dishes, and she comes over. She didn't talk like this before, but she's like, "Do you want to see something funny?" I'm like, sure. So she pulls out her phone and she goes to Facebook. I'm like, oh boy. And she close. No, it was like a video that Donald Trump Jr. put on his Twitter of Donald Trump hitting a golf ball, and he hits it, and it's like Biden falling down Air Force One, and it hits him in the head like multiple times, and she's like, and I'm like, okay. It's like, what the fuck?
How old is she?
She's probably in her like 50s.
I was gonna say she sounds like she must be like older.
Yeah.
Yeah, people around our age don't really make like political jokes like that.
No.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there are some, but it's usually more like meme-y than like something like that.
Like Orange Man Bad or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something along those lines. And usually it's not just like, I don't know. Not posted by Donald Trump Jr.
I wonder where her political views stand.
Yeah, she saw that.
Fuck, it was just so weird.
Yeah. I saw a meme of the... Well, I guess this would be an example of like the difference. Like, recently one of my friends sent something of Biden falling down, but it was like... the video game Civilization 5, it was like the bad sound effects, like like your country has died sort of things like this, like with each step he took. Well, step he took, quote unquote. But
I saw that. Like apparently one of his dogs shit in the White House, and like all the news companies were like, "Ruh-roh, Biden's dog took a doo-doo in the White House or something." Like every single news company was doing that same headline. And then somebody on Twitter was like, every time I see this, it makes me think that Biden himself did it.
I mean, he probably has. I mean, there's bathrooms.
He is pretty old.
He is pretty old, yeah.
Isn't he like 77 or 78?
He's like, he's like.
I think he's 78. He's the oldest inaugurated one now.
Really?
Trump was right before that as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn Discord.
I feel like they should put like an age limit on that though. Like once you get past certain age.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Like it's the same with like senators and stuff. Like they can go for life, and it's like, no, they should have term limits just like the president does.
Right.
But
yeah, it probably should be capped somewhere in like 70s. I would say like
maybe even like
low
mid-60s.
70s.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because I think 60s is okay. 65 is still okay.
It's kind of pushing it once you're in that age, but. I think you can still function at that age.
Yeah.
But once you're starting to push 70s, it's like, oh.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So how's your week been otherwise, John?
It's been pretty good. I told you guys about how all my teachers decided to gangbang me with all the tests this week.
Yeah.
So luckily I only had school for 2 days out of the week. That's pretty much it. I've been chilling, playing games, taking it easy.
But you got into med school.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I got into med school on Wednesday. I got accepted. So I have orientation in 3 weeks from now. And then I picked out my classes. So yeah, excited about that.
Dr. John.
That's right.
do you want to be like an actual doctor, or you just want to
No,
just like a nurse?
Yeah, I do want to be a doctor, but then I saw how much it costs and how long it takes.
Yeah.
And I was like, never mind, this is too much.
You don't want to be like a surgeon or anything?
Well, I do want to work in those rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking about becoming anesthesiologist. Okay. So people that put people to sleep. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't take too much time either. All you need is a master's in nursing. So in some programs, I can get just 1 more year of... So instead of 4 years, it's 5 years, and then I get my master's. Okay. So I might do that. Besides that, I don't know. Something in nursing.
Cool.
Yeah. John's going to be making the big bucks.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I'm living with John.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's going to make the opposite of me, probably. But... it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta do what you're passionate about.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Future is scary.
It is. But, can't stop it.
No, oh, yeah.
Okay. So we have another little topic we're doing this week. We're gonna do artists that we've tried a few times, but we haven't been able to get into. Mm-hmm. You try and you're like, I could see myself getting into this. I want to get into it.
Yeah.
People have shown me them, but I can't. There's something about it.
Yeah, that was pretty much my thought process with it. Yeah.
So John, you want to start off with the first with one?
Yeah, sure. So I have a bunch of rappers in my list. That should be no surprise since I mostly listen to that type of genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
I did think about doing stuff like Rex Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys like him, and I try to get into him, especially because he works with Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
But I just cannot get into his music. But I didn't really put him on the list because even though I don't really listen to that genre anyways, so I feel like it's kind of like outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Okay, but I think Mike mentioned this in the last episode about Playboy Carti, that he does not like Playboy Carti.
Yeah.
And he tried to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just cannot get into all the mumble stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty much the same here. Mumble stuff is just.
Yeah, no, it's.
I can tell why people like it,
Uh-huh.
for fun reasons, but it
Right.
just doesn't sound good to me.
And he gets so much hype, especially with his last album that he just dropped.
Yeah.
I think he went number 1 too. And I tried to get into it, but I just cannot get into it whatsoever. And then for other people, I put pretty much all female rappers. But I put like recent ones like Cardi B, City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Like I just cannot get into them. And no offense, but I feel like they're kind of like ratchet music, so I do not
I
listen
get
to
that.
that.
I was thinking of putting Cardi B in mine, but then I'm like, I probably wouldn't listen to this if it was a guy either, though, to be honest. It's just not really my kind of style. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Do you guys want to go, or do you want me to go with the whole
Yeah,
list?
we'll take turns.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
alternate a bit.
You want to go, Mike?
Sure. Yeah, the first one I put is, people always talk about him so much, and, like, I tried it a lot of times, but, like, Frank Ocean for me.
Oh,
Like, I've tried listening to his stuff a few times, but it's not bad, like, at all. Like, I'm fine listening to it, but it just does nothing to me for some reason. And I feel like it should.
we gotta stop the show.
I'm sorry.
I can see where you're coming at though, because I know like all his early work I do not like, but I love Blanc. That album is really good in my opinion. But the rest of his work, I'm not that much of a fan of it.
Even, like, Channel Orange?
No, I don't like Channel Orange.
I know a lot of people call that his best.
No, I don't think so.
I put on Blonde the other night just to listen to, and then I passed out, so I don't remember any of this. I plan on trying it, but I just never have.
Yeah, I've tried it, like, 3 or 4 times now. I think Blonde and Channel Orange. And I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't connect with me as much. So, I don't know.
Good choice though.
Yeah.
I can see it too. See the reasoning for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My first one is the Gorillaz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good one. I should have done that too.
When I was younger, I was like, "Oh man, these guys are gonna be my favorite band."
Mhm.
And like, I tried them a few times. Like, this isn't. It's not great. Like, I love like the style where they're just animated characters.
Yeah.
But like, other than like Feel Good Inc., I couldn't really get into anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know like people really like Plastic Beach and stuff like that. And I tried it once, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really into them either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one too that I probably would have put down as well if I thought about it, because I've tried a few of their albums a few times. Like, they had one last year that came out that everyone like loved, and I tried it like a couple times, and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't know. I think they just have like a very distinct kind of sound that you got to get into.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I like that style where it's like, it's kind of like they're speaking through like a bullhorn, and so it's like, like kind of like an automated kind of
right,
staticky kind of sound ish, like a radio kind of thing. I like that in other bands, but like I just couldn't. I don't know why.
yeah.
Solid choice. Alright. For the next one, I put Brockhampton, but I put specifically after once Amir Van left, because once he was kicked out, I just could not get into any of their music. It got like really soft, and before he was kicked out, I thought I had like a really good mixture of like of soft songs and like hardcore rap, and
Bangers,
just and then what's the word, when you do stuff that's not traditional, experimental music.
Oh,
that's what I
okay,
mean.
yeah.
They did a bunch of that stuff, and I was really into it, but once he left, I just couldn't get into them anymore. That was another choice for me.
Yeah, didn't they just have like a song or an album come out, and people are like, "Oh, it's amazing."
Yeah,
I think they recently had a song come out. Yeah.
Yeah, like I knew that like when they first started, you were all about them, but then you talked about how they went downhill in
Yeah.
like high school. I was like,
Mhm. Yeah, I still can't get into them.
I was gonna try them, but then like,
I tried it a couple times, but I think that was another one where it's just not really for me. There was a couple songs that I saved, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I turned my phone off. Speaking of experimental, one that I put is Death Grips. Like, I feel like that's one that I could like, because I do like the experimental stuff a lot.
Right.
I like getting into that and like even like 100 gex kind of stuff. Like I unironically like nowadays, which totally get why people don't with that.
yeah,
one.
I don't.
But so I feel like Death Grips is something that I should be able to, but each time I've tried it, it's just that's one that just doesn't
Can't get
connect.
into it?
Yeah, that one just doesn't connect with me, even though people always say it's like amazing or
I think Fantano
Whatever.
gave them like a 10 out of 10.
yeah, that's
and
one
like-
of his 10s
Yeah.
is the Money Store by them. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get into, or I listened just to a few songs, but the few songs that I have listened to, it's just like,
Right.
I can't get into that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, harder stuff, like harder music, like metal kind of stuff.
Right.
I have like a nostalgia for, because that's what my dad listened to, like Disturbed and stuff like that. Like whenever like Down with the Sickness comes on, I unironically like it. I don't know. I've never tried Death Grips, but
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they are. They're like just like heavy like rap.
okay.
It's like a mixture of the two. I don't know. It's a weird vibe that I don't quite get.
Is that like most of the songs, or like just like,
from what I've heard, yeah, kinda. It's a lot of like noisy kind of stuff. I don't think they have like acoustic ballads or something. But yeah.
Because I know, like, when I tried to do, like, research on an artist, I'll listen to, like, their most popular songs, and then if, like, the top, like, 2 or 3 songs are, like, kind of all, like, the same style, I'm like, okay, the artist is not for me, but maybe they have more
Yeah.
stuff. But I really haven't, like, listened to Death Grips like that.
Yeah.
But if you're saying that most of the music is kind of that type of style.
Yeah, I mean, from what I remember of it, yeah. From a few times I've tried.
Another one I have is Cave Town.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to Lemon Boy. Like, I know that Vince's brother got him into that, and then I found it, and I was like, "Oh, Vince, you might like this," and he's like, "Yeah, I told you about it." So, like, other than that song and some of that album, I can't really get into him or them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, actually.
I have no clue what you're talking about, so.
Yeah, definitely not your style.
Yeah, I've heard a few things from them, and I guess it's kind of another. I haven't like gone out of my way to listen to them. It's always been like a friend told me about them. But
like my siblings really like him, or them. But
yeah,
I don't see it.
yeah.
For my next one, I have. Okay, so this is starting when it gets kind of like I like some of their stuff, but I can't just get into them, and that's Billie Eilish. I like her top songs.
Yeah.
But not songs like Bad Guy or like I don't even know the rest of her stuff. but like what's that one song like My Future? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love that song. There's another one. She's kind of like. She talks about how she killed somebody. She put him in the trunk.
Oh, that's Belly.
Bellyache. Yeah, that one. I love that song, but I can't like listen to like the majority of her stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Billy. I don't know. I don't know. I find it cool that she's our age and that she's that big. I like the sound of her production and stuff. She does cool experimental stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give her credit for that. I just can't get into the majority of her stuff.
Yeah, I can see.
Kind of shocks me that you like something like My Future, though.
Yeah.
I have a lot of songs like that in my playlist.
Really?
Like, I know I listen to a lot of rap music.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of songs like that in my playlist.
Yeah, Billy's one that I think is pretty good. I'm not sure if I would say I really like her yet, but yeah, that's a good choice though.
I think she has potential though, like because she's only she's 19, I think.
Yeah,
she's younger than us. So I think in the future maybe she'll develop into something that like I can really really like everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess kind of on a similar note here. This is like Me and John are being mirror images right now, I think. But for me, I put down Drake. Like, I know a lot of people in general say that, like, his newer stuff isn't, the greatest stuff from him. But even the ones that people do like, whenever I hear those...
Like, Take Care?
Yeah, like, stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't really like his voice for some reason. Yeah, that's just one that, I don't know.
I could see it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm the same with Drake. I can't. He's too...
It's very monotone. At least the more recent stuff is, I guess. But I don't know. I guess some of the songs are a little catchy, but I would never put them on myself. Never.
That's kind of how I am. Like, I like Drake. Like, I don't mind listening to him. But, like, I never really go out of my way. Like, I need to play this Drake song. Like,
right.
Like, if it comes out, I'm not going to skip it. Like, I can listen to it, too.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I got in my car and the radio was on, it'd be playing that stupid dance instruction song.
Oh god, 2C slide. Yeah.
Oh, that song's terrible.
That's one that I could say is bad.
Yeah, that's
what
bad.
The fuck is it? Like, trying to be a TikTok song.
Oh, yeah, it's like trying. So blatant.
Yeah.
Another one I have is Kanye.
Oh, okay.
I listened to my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and I liked it. But like other than that, I couldn't really get anything else by him.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially with like whatever Jesus is King or God is King, whatever the fuck that was.
You're not missing much there.
I listened to Ye, and that was okay. But like other than like fuck that religious one, or the Chick-fil-A song.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, maybe he'll make good music with this divorce.
But that's what I was saying too, because like I have a feeling that, or like a theory that when an artist goes through like a tragic event in their life, they usually come out with like the best album afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And like the whole Taylor Swift thing with Kanye and Taylor Swift, immediately after that is when My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy dropped.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll drop something, but I have no clue because he is so off the rail right now.
Yeah, he's a little crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah, I like a lot of Kanye stuff. Yeah, that's really my comment there.
For me, I like the majority of his stuff. Just not his Yeezus album. That's like another really hardcore like rap album. I can't get into
some
that
stuff
one.
off there.
I like some of it, like Hold My Liquor. I like that one a lot.
I really love Black Skinhead. I've heard some people. You don't?
No.
For some reason, that song, I love the production on that.
I like the production's cool. Like, it's like or something like that. But I just can't really get into it that much.
Understandable.
But it makes great workout music, though.
Yeah.
And when the beat drops, it's good. Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah. Brief tangent on the Chick-fil-A thing. Just a story from this week. We recently got a Chick-fil-A near us.
Yeah.
We haven't had one like ever. The closest one was like 30, 40 minutes away, something like that.
Yeah, it's near a mall.
Yeah, but now we got one nearby, and for the first time I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to order some Chick-fil-A. And then I went through the whole process of, shit, it's Sunday. Like, it's always such a meme, and it's never happened to me before.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But
you're not missing much.
I mean, I like their sauce. I don't know. I've only been there a couple times, so.
Their sauce is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've only been there once, though.
Yeah.
It's a little over. Their fries are okay, but like not many people do like waffle fries though. That's
Yeah.
kind of like what I like. But other than that, their chicken's you can get better shit from like Popeyes.
True.
That's true. Another one for me is The Baby.
The Baby.
Yeah. So
I love that meme though.
Don't worry, it turns into a car or whatever.
That or like it's just like when people do the picture thing. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. So for The Baby, I like some of his stuff. Like I don't even know off the top of my head, but I like some of his stuff. But like the majority of his music, I can't get into it. I feel like it's just a bunch of like repetitiveness from him. So unless he like changes his style dramatically, I don't think I'll ever get into him as like other people are.
I only know it's a really popular song, Rockstar.
Oh,
That's what it's
Rockstar.
called.
I mean, I don't know if I've actually heard any of his solo stuff, but I like his features on like. I think that it was a new Post Malone album. It was like Enemies or something. That was he was good on that, but like I don't know, I don't have any experience with him otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So unprepared.
Yeah. That's okay. Just kind of talking, agreeing. Yeah, the next one I have is Lana Del Rey. Yeah, it's kind of a similar story to Frank Ocean. Like, I feel like it's something I should maybe like, because like the quieter stuff. Like, her album a couple years ago, I think, the Norman fucking Reedus or whatever that people really liked.
Yeah, people really
Yeah, I didn't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that was really good. I think it like was nominated for like a bunch of Grammys too.
Yeah, I just realized I said Reedus, didn't I? Norman fucking Rockwell.
Oh,
yeah. Norman Reedus.
That fucking cover would be great.
Yeah.
Just dirty Norman Reedus.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Just yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about putting her on the list too because I was scrolling like through the top pages and I saw she just dropped her last album like last week, but it's just not like I never really gone to explore her much, so I didn't want to put her on the list since I never really tried.
Sorry, the cat had a Cheez-It box on her head.
The blind cat.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've never really looked into Lana Del Rey. I mean, like you said, I know that people really like that Norman fucking Rockwell album, but other than that, I haven't really seen anything from her.
Yeah.
My last one is Oliver Tree.
Oh, okay.
You know, a couple years ago, I thought I liked him a lot. You know, there were a couple songs that I enjoyed, but you know, he released that album last year, and I never ended up listening to it. I was like, he's too memey. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like, isn't he like a meme artist?
Yeah,
Kind of. He does make like, I think he makes serious music. I'm pretty sure. Like serious in terms of like it's not like a joke song,
right?
Like yeah, one of my friends is really into him, and he had me listen to that album a couple times, and like that was kind of a similar story to I guess probably like The Baby in a way. Like every song kind of felt the same on there, and like it was cool for a couple songs, but then it's like. Yeah.
You want something different from it?
Yeah, I want something a little different, but it was just the same thing.
Yeah. He's a funny guy, but and his music videos are pretty funny. But other than that, his music's just more of the same.
Have you ever seen that clip of how he ended that interview with Anthony Fantano? It was like, I mean, it was like obviously like kind of like a staged thing a little bit, but he just like they got into like a big argument, just like shouting at each other, and like it was just like "fuck you, Anthony Fartano" kind of thing. It was just like, yeah, I'm a real surreal pop artist kind of thing. That's what he was saying. He just like walked off, and this random guy comes on the street and like, "Oliver is done talking." Like, it's just the weirdest thing. It was funny though.
I gotta see that clip.
Yeah, that's a good one. I should send that.
So my last one, I guess,
Yeah. Your last one, you said?
Yeah, it's my last
Oh,
one.
cool. I'm on my last one too.
Oh, okay,
Sick.
sweet.
Yeah, that was my last one.
Cool.
So for my last one, I just put mainly for Mike. I just cannot get into Weeknd's new album.
Which one?
The Weeknd's new album.
Oh, the week. Yeah.
I like all his new. I mean, his old stuff, but the Weeknd's new album, I just cannot get into it.
I really like that. It's grown on me so much.
I'm still yet to listen to the whole thing, but I do like his singles, like Blinding Lights and stuff like that.
Yeah. The 80s feel thing is only really in like the second half, like at least the ones that really sound like the 80s. It's kind of like synthy throughout, but yeah.
I think he deserved the Grammy.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even get one nomination for it. I thought
That's
that was
such bullshit.
like for how big of a year he had.
Oh yeah.
Like I think
his biggest year.
Yeah. I think he's the first artist to do like be in the top 10 for an entire year, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
And for him to not get nominated, I thought that was like complete BS.
Right, like they put Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone, which is not by any means his best song or his best album at all, and they just completely ignored The Weeknd. Like, what is that?
No, what I think is the most insulting is that for best pop song, "Yummy" by Justin Bieber was nominated, but "Blinding Lights" wasn't. It's like, what the fuck?
The Weeknd just performed at the fucking Super Bowl too.
Like, yeah, well, apparently that's how that whole debacle started. Is like I think he was kind of given an ultimatum, like, hey, if you do the Super Bowl, you're not going to perform at the Grammys.
Yeah.
And then because he chose Super Bowl, some people were thinking, kind of they were a little petty, and they're like, well, you're not going to get any nominations then, sort of thing. But which honestly sounds like the most likely thing, because there's just no way that they forgot about him or just missed him or something. Like,
right.
I think he probably was the biggest artist of last year. Like, at least definitely in terms of pop music.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, the Grammys are definitely political.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Once Taylor Swift beat Kendrick for "To Pimp a Butterfly," that's when I stopped giving credibility.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't Macklemore's album beat something really big too?
It beat Kendrick Lamar, "Good Kid, Mad City."
Are you serious?
Kendrick got damn.
He got nominated for 3 albums of the year, and he lost all 3 of them, I believe, because he lost to Macklemore, Taylor Swift, and then I think the last one was some other artist. But I think the last one I was like, I was okay with the last one. It was Bruno Mars with 24 Karat Magic or whatever.
Yeah.
How does that guy keep losing?
Yeah.
He's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have an album come out this year, I'm gonna fucking rage.
He wants that tour money. He's waiting for it.
Yeah.
I know, but I want that good music.
Yeah. So my last one is hopefully I don't get canceled here. Is BTS / like all K-pop stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Don't even have to say anything.
Yeah, just everything I hear is just like, this is music. That's my I don't know. I can't. I want to say it might be a language barrier thing, but like I've heard a few things in different languages, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is pretty great. Like, I don't know, just something about it feels so artificial, and it's just like I can't connect with it. I don't know.
Speaking of artificial, have you seen like the Black Eyed Peas? What's that one album with like the green album cover?
They're really popular.
The End, I think it's called.
You know, like the top or like the first 10 songs have all gone like number 1. Like that is like
that's crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that because I don't know how long ago this was. It was probably a few months ago. I like was going back through like nostalgic things. And I was looking at that album. I was like, holy fuck! All these songs are like on this one thing. It's like crazy. Like
they went into like the music lab and made
some
crazy stuff.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Like that thing is crazy.
Yeah, it really is insane.
That's like a childhood thing though. Like. And then they went downhill.
There you go.
Yeah. Like, boom, boom, pow, rock that body, meet me halfway, I'ma be, I got a feeling. I don't recognize these afterwards. But, like, these 5 are huge. Like, huge all of those. Like,
what happened to them?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people said...
Oh, Fergie left?
Oh, yeah, Fergie did leave. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like this back in the day, but I don't know about you guys, but when we were growing up, I loved that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, I loved because when I was younger, I used to listen to like the radio religiously, and like they were always on the radio.
Oh yeah,
and it was like I loved it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked Boom Boom Pow. I did.
I got a feeling. Man.
I got a feeling, yeah.
Yeah, they make some good stuff.
Yeah, the only thing on there that I think they're huge for that wasn't there was I Got a Feeling.
Yeah.
So.
It was on there.
Oh, what? It was?
Yeah.
Do I just have short-term memory? I do. It was the last one I said.
I think you did say it.
Yeah. Wow. Never mind. I think that was their first one that they blew up with.
Yeah, I think so.
And one of the only ones that people call good, like, publicly.
Yeah.
But I like that stuff.
You know, before Fergie got there, they made, like, conscious rap music.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Like, it was, like, actually, like... I don't know if political is the right word, but like it would
kind
be
of
talking
like
about like actual shit. It's like, okay, they're like the definition of like a sellout at that point. But you know,
they made some good music selling out.
Yeah, the other day, because like what got me into that a few months ago when I was looking at that was I heard "I'ma Be" again, and like. Yeah, you can joke a lot about that song, but honestly, there's a switch up in the second half, and the way they transition into that is honestly fucking awesome. It's so good.
And yes, we're talking about the Black Eyed Peas.
But yeah, that's all I got. And
That's all I got.
Yeah, me too.
cool. Good discussion.
In other music news this week, I listened to like 3 albums that I haven't listened to before.
Oh wow.
I listened to The Killer's Hot Fuss. Really good.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Brightside is, you know, a classic. I listened to Is This It by The Strokes.
Okay.
Similar to The Killers.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, Is This It by Michael Jackson? But
But no, the Strokes have that, you know, what I talked about with the gorillas, like that radio kind of sound.
Oh, do they?
The voice,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I listened to Thriller by Michael Jackson. Good, like really funky, really good. I like that song with Paul McCartney on it.
oh, that's a good one.
And I liked, you know, PYT and like Billie Jean more than the actual title track, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
PYT is
I love
great.
the bass line in Billie Jean.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so good.
All 3 of those are ones that I've been meaning to listen to for so long, but just haven't.
I think you'll like all of these, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think I've listened to a bit of Hot Fuss by the Killers, but I didn't get to finish it because I think I was doing something else. But yeah,
It's all good stuff. Yeah, just those are like 3 albums I've been meaning to listen to for a while. And you were like, I forget. We were talking about our last episode. We didn't have any like Michael Jackson or anything. I was like, I'll listen to Thriller. So
yeah. He also didn't have any Kendrick.
look, I want to get some Tyler and Kendrick in my collection. I just don't have
Do you
room.
have any black artists?
I don't. Not yet.
What a racist.
Guess we know your stance on stuff.
Whoa.
No, I think the only ones I have are Kendrick and Tyler. So I do want to get My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy on probably CD. But yeah.
Yeah, I completely ran out of room for everything in there now, so I gotta wait till I get more room. Yeah, I have like, what did I say, like 37 CDs and 25 records.
I haven't counted mine, but I think you probably have surpassed me in total. I think I might have more CDs though.
You probably do.
Maybe.
What is your criteria for like picking a vinyl? Or
A vinyl?
like, is it just I like this, so I'm gonna get it? Or
It's more that I'm a lot less picky than Mike.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have stuff that I wouldn't like usually listen to unless like somebody gifted to me. Like, I like Motley Crue and I like Guns N' Roses, but those were more gifts than anything. You know, I'm a lot more lax with like CDs than I am vinyls though.
Yeah, vinyls are expensive.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey. And like I got that Harry Styles like self-titled for like less than $10 on Amazon the other week.
Cheap.
That's a good price.
Yeah. And I was like, I might as well. But yeah, I don't really have like a set like rule
Criteria. Yeah, for me, whenever I buy a vinyl, it's like this has to be an album that's gonna be like my go-to album for like the next 2 years if I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You just go for all the dead guys.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. Everyone's dead that I have on vinyl besides Kanye and Kendrick. Yeah, but everyone else is dead.
Do you have a record player yet, or is
Yeah,
it...
I do.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do now? Okay. I know for a while you didn't. You just had the vinyls.
No, I have a record player for like 2 years now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Damn. My bad. But yeah. I mean, I'm kind of in a similar place with my vinyls. I have them it's stuff that like I like almost everything on.
Yeah.
And like I would want to sit and listen to the whole thing, type of deal. Which I mean, there's a lot of the albums I probably would do that with, but I don't know. I like having just like a top tier thing for my vinyls.
Yeah. I'm a real sucker for vinyls that have like cool discs.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of what I base most of what I get off of, because like I think a lot of my collection is like cool colors and stuff like that. Like the I've mentioned this a million times on here, but like I have like the Fine Line and it's like a splatter paint. I have the Billie Eilish, it's glow in the dark. You know, my Mac Miller stuff is light blue and dark blue. That's really cool.
Yeah, I recently saw like clipping. They did their most recent album. They put like had like 3 of them with like different like splatter colors on it, and they look so cool. But I'm like, once again, clipping not really a group I associate with vinyl.
I don't think that sounds too good on vinyl.
There's only one that I kind of do want to get. It's called Splendor and Misery. It's kind of less like noisy and like clipping, but like it also kind of has like a storyline to it, and it like each song transitions into each other and stuff like that. And I was watching one guy, he like reacts to albums, but whenever he reacts to them, he does it with the vinyl, which I'm not sure how he does it. Maybe he like rents it or something. I don't know. But he has the vinyl and he reacts to the vinyl. And with Splendor and Misery, they do this really cool things. I'm like, well, how are they going to transition between the songs? Because, you got to flip the disc and stuff. Right. That's always a question I've had. Right. But what they do is like in like the middle song or whatever, like they just have like this ambient drone. Like the ambient drone's like throughout the whole song. But then at the end, like it goes into what I think he called it a lock groove at the end. So it just continuously spins with that ambient drone, and just like until you just turn it off yourself.
That's awesome. Interesting.
Yeah, and like something like I really want to get that one for vinyl now, even though it's probably not my favorite from them. But,
you said that's from clippings?
Yeah, from clipping. Yeah, but that lock groove concept with just like droning, that's so cool.
Do you guys want to get into songs of the week?
I guess we can. Yeah,
I guess so.
You're the guest. Do you want to go first?
Sure. So, should I just tell you guys?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the way I do is just give it a little intro and then.
Okay. Well, originally I was gonna go with an Anderson .Paak song, okay. And then I went to go on YouTube to go play it, and then. Like on the sides, like, related music or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then this one song that I listened to a bunch. It's called John Redcorn by Sir. I was like, never mind. I have to show this song. This song is so good. It's from Top Dog Entertainment, so it's by Kendrick and all that type of crew. Yeah. I think it's really cool.
Cool.
I'm alone, every night alone. Why am I alone?
Okay. I really like that.
Yeah, that's good.
that was a really nice vibe. I honestly was just like listening to it.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like it.
I've never heard of him before.
Yeah, he's really low key. He's kind of new, not really. Mm-hmm. But not a lot of people know him. Yeah. He pretty much just works with Kendrick. That's how he blew up. Mm-hmm. And then they signed him to TDE, and now he just kind of releases music whenever he wants.
Cool. Has he been on any Kendrick songs?
Yeah, he has a few songs. Or actually, no, I think Kendrick only been on his stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think he's been on anything with Kendrick or on a Kendrick song.
Yeah.
Well, with the way that sounded, it kind of, I feel like on the latter half of Damn, I feel like he would have fit.
Oh yeah,
I could see that. Yeah,
because like it was more like smooth at the end there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like that vibe. Does he make stuff similar to that? Is that kind of like his thing?
Kind of like that. Yeah. Cool. There's this one song.
Honestly.
Yeah, me too.
There's this one song. It's called Unana. It's like from his second album, I think.
What's my name? Unana. What's my name?
And on that song, I really like that song because there's like a saxophone like little part on it too.
Oh yeah.
And it's really funky. I like that one too. Yeah, you guys want to check that out?
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
I really liked that a lot. I don't know. Like I was like almost like closing my eyes there, but I'm like I don't want them to think I'm falling asleep.
Just vibing.
Yeah, it was. I was. It was nice.
That's a vibe.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't remember who's going first between us.
I think you're first this week.
I'm first?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we could probably talk a little more about this one afterwards because it's been.
I think you know. I think you have the same song as me.
That's okay. Yeah. So there's been a stir in the music industry. It was once by a boy who rode a horse and rapped along to it. Now he's riding men and rapping along to it. Okay. And he's not ashamed of it. But yeah, the new Lil Nas X song, Montero, Call Me By Your Name.
They were playing this at the dealership today. I was like, wow.
Were they?
Yeah. That's kind of surprised.
It's really catchy. I can't even lie. Like,
I like the hook. The hook is really good.
it's just been stuck in my head the whole week.
It's been playing like nonstop in this house. Like,
Has
the
it?
whole week.
Yeah. I just really like it. But
Yeah,
so you said that's your song as well?
I have a backup, but that was going to be my song.
Okay. I didn't prepare a backup. I also didn't know if you had heard it, but it's huge right now. But yeah, we can talk about that later if we want. Yeah, and specifically I chose Satan's Extended Edition. The instrumental. But yeah.
Call me when you need. Call me out by your name. I'll be on the way. Like, call me by your name.
Yep.
It's such a bop. Dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
But that was the first time I've heard the song completely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good. But I don't know if you guys saw when he was making fun of like Tekashi 6ix9ine like sliding in his DMs.
I don't think I saw that, no.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, he was kind of like promoting the song like that.
Oh.
And then so he kept teasing the music, and I liked the hook, and he was using the hook as like the teaser.
Yeah.
And I was like, this hook is really good. I think I'm gonna like the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good song.
Yeah.
I like the Latin influence a little bit in there.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
That's really cool hearing that in like that kind of song too. I really like how he blends genre stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that.
I found it really stupid, the controversy though.
Oh god.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I was gonna say we could talk about that if we want.
I follow him on TikTok, and like all he did is like
The memes are so good.
Because like the people will do it where like in heaven they're talking to God, and they'll see Lil Nas X,
Yeah.
the music will like fade out as he's going down the pole.
Yeah.
And I saw one where it was this dude, and he's like talking, and then he sees him going down, and he goes. And he goes, and it, like a water drop hits, and he's in hell. It's like, what's he doing in there? Whoa! Fucking great. I love it.
Yeah, those memes are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole controversy is.
That's what he was planning for, though, so it worked out. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't make a music video and not expect controversy like that.
Yeah, and like I was raised Christian, and I'm somewhere in there. I think I don't know. Nowadays, but like he was just playing, having fun, sort of thing, and like. I agree with what everyone like on Twitter is saying. It's like you call someone gay, or well, not you call someone gay. You say someone who's gay is going to hell for all their lives, like trying to fear them. Like now he's actually going. It's like, what?
People are like, you're supposed to be like fucking examples for kids. Like,
Oh yeah,
what?
yeah, and that's not even like his first song to have like profanity and
Right,
stuff in it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably his first song to be pretty
That blew up.
explicit like that, like sexually. But
I think people are just like thrown like back because with Old Town Road, he had like the yodel kid on a he had the on a feature, and then he goes to this, and people are like, what the hell is this? This isn't right.
Yeah.
He was singing about cowboys. He had Billy Ray Cyrus on.
Yeah.
Now he's lamp dancing on the devil. What the fuck?
Yeah, I see kind of like Cardi B with her WAP. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people just don't want to take responsibility of like doing proper censorship to the kids. Like, if the artists want to make the music, they can make the music however they want to do it.
Yeah.
They're not making music for your kids.
Right.
They're making music for themselves.
You're the
and
one
for
who's
their
supposed
fans.
to be. Yeah, you're the one who's supposed to be monitoring your kids,
Right.
not the artist.
It's not the artist's job to do your job as a parent.
And also, I think it is interesting because I watched his Genius interview he did for this song. And like in the second verse, there's some explicit lines in there. Like shoot a child in your mouth while I'm writing, kind of thing.
I did not even know that.
When we were listening, I said, "Oh, that lyric."
He's so good.
Like, but like he was saying, like, yeah, he wanted to put in something that like really like shocks people like that, but at the same time it's like, well, if these were straight people, like they could say a line just as filthy as that and it would just be fine nowadays. And it's like, yeah, that's true, honestly. Like he's just trying to normalize that kind of stuff, But
I love that song.
yeah, that sounds great.
That was gonna be my song of the week, but I do have a backup.
Yeah.
I did say that I was listening to the Strokes and the Killers this week. I was gonna do Mr. Brightside, but I was like, you probably heard that one already.
Yeah.
So I went with Soma by the Strokes.
Soma.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that also had a nice vibe to it. A
Yeah.
little different vibe than John's vibe. But
A little bit.
I like the production a lot on that.
yeah.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. That album came out in like 2001.
I was going to say, that
Oh,
album's
wow.
old, isn't it?
Yeah. They like disappear for a long time.
Mm,
Like,
one of those bands.
Yeah, their latest album came out last year, but I think before that it was like 2013.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they go away for a long time and then they come back and it's like, yeah, okay, welcome back.
You know, Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
I think like before their last album, the album before that came out like in 1994, I think.
Jesus.
And then they came back like in 2017 or something like that, and then they got the #1 album at the time.
How the fuck?
Yeah, like
That's
20,
insane.
like 22 years later they came back
Wow.
and they
That's
got #1.
nuts.
That's one of the vinyls I have. That's a great album.
Yeah. Is that... You told me to listen to that one a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember liking that one listening through.
What's it called?
It's called like "Thank You for Your Service. We Got It From Here."
Yeah.
So it's a long album.
Yeah.
But that's a good song. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I see what you mean by they also have the bullhorn is what you said. The bullhorn kind of filter on the voice. Yeah.
Like they're talking through like a radio or something
Yeah.
like that. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sounded cool.
And I like that little guitar.
Yeah. Yeah. The chorus nice. The drumming I liked a lot too in there towards the end.
Yeah. I'll have to listen to more of the Killers and the Strokes.
I need to do that too. Yeah.
What's another good album by Michael Jackson I can listen to?
Another one, I don't even know, because after Thriller, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just pick and choose songs off of each album. Let's see.
Yeah, like
I've never really listened, to be honest. I just whenever I've heard Michael Jackson, it's been because it was playing somewhere else.
like the hits, but
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what? I think maybe Dangerous is decent, but maybe you should try Escape. That's the one that came out after he passed away.
Oh, really?
Even though those are all songs that came out when he passed away, I think that's a great piece of posthumous album.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to that. I mean, like, I have like a love-hate relationship with like posthumous albums.
Yeah.
Because like people like XXX Tentacion.
Oh, that was just
or like
terrible.
Lil Peep. They they just
It's just a money grab.
they just murder it.
What they did with the Escape album from Michael Jackson, it's split into two. So the first half is all the original like versions of the songs, and then the second half is like the edited versions of how the studio wanted it. So you can listen to both of them, and they're honestly both really good because the Michael Jackson version has a bunch of like instruments into it, like saxophones, trumpets, and stuff like that. And in the studio, it takes it away and puts like just generic like percussion and stuff like that. But like it's pretty good too. And then the originals is just like Michael Jackson, and the edited is like Justin Timberlake on it and stuff like that. But I like both of them, both versions of it.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I speaking of posthumous stuff, I don't remember if I told you guys if I was doing this or not, but it wasn't last fall, it was the fall before. That's crazy. I had oh god, why can't I think of the name? It was like a communications class, I think is what it was. And we had to do a report on like an argumentative presentation sort of thing. And I chose the topic of posthumous albums.
I think I do remember you telling us about that.
Yeah, and I chose to view it in a negative light because most of the time, especially back then, it was negative stuff.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we've gotten better stuff since then, like Mac Miller for sure. I've also heard the Juice WRLD album was pretty good.
I
I didn't either, but I've heard that was done respectfully, sort of thing. But yeah, I talked about XXS and Lil Peep as well, and I also talked about Michael Jackson's album Michael, because when doing research, I think there was like 2 or 3 songs on here that
it's other people.
They found out it was like impersonators. It wasn't actually him. Yeah, and it's like, yikes.
And then, like one of those 3 songs is like an actual like really popular song. I forgot which one it is.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I don't remember which song it was, but. Yeah, I think that was on the album after the one you're talking about. So.
Michael?
Yeah, the album. You were talking about Invincible, right?
No, Escape. Escape is the last one that came out.
Oh, okay.
Michael, I think that's the one before
gotcha.
it.
Yeah. I think that one, I don't think that was where the controversy was. I'm pretty sure it was with that one.
Yeah, Mike was the one that has the 3 songs on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. How good is your impression of Michael Jackson?
Yeah, but just like stuff like that, it's just so disrespectful. I mean,
It is.
Obviously Michael isn't too far from his controversies either.
Yeah, no.
However, still respecting the artist and their
right.
vision.
Like he falls under that pretense of not a great person, but you can still enjoy the music
yeah,
that we talked
right.
about. But like,
I don't know about that. I think he's a good person.
I think he was being a great father figure. No.
were you the baby held out the window, John?
Yes.
Yeah, just
Yeah, Michael fits that mold, though. How not a good person, but good music.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
I really liked PYT and like Billie Jean and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
Like Thriller's a classic too, but
of course
just really
bad.
Oh yeah. I have more of like a nostalgia thing for like the Weird Al parodies though.
Oh, okay.
like Fat or Eat It,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's still still great. Like I remember at a very young age, my mom showing us the Thriller music video, and like being freaked out by his eyes at the end.
Oh yeah, I remember being creeped out when I was young too.
Don't
Yeah.
they just like turn yellow or something?
Yeah, they turn
Yeah.
yellow and they have like slits down the down the front. But
I forgot about that. But yeah. I think I had another topic. I forgot what it was though. I mean, I guess I wrote this down. It was very late at night. I don't remember what I want to do. This definitely isn't conversation, but I saw a random YouTube comment that says a podcast is the opposite of a silent film.
Yeah.
yeah.
We can't really talk about that. Like, I thought it was kind of interesting, I guess.
that's something I haven't heard before. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I watched a few things this week. I watched Godzilla vs Kong.
Oh, did you?
It
was
was alright. The fight scenes were good. The human parts were boring, but
So it was the same as the rest.
yeah. Like I remember seeing the original Godzilla reboot in theaters with like a bunch of us.
Yeah, you were part of that group, and
Yeah.
like Julian Vince, I think, was there too.
I think so.
Yeah, I remember. That.
But it had Bryan Cranston in it. I was very excited. Then he died like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, he probably got like 10 minutes of screen time. He had some really good scenes, and then he was gone.
But it's always like the big CGI monster parts that make the movie.
Yeah.
And in total, it was kind of like a mediocre kind of thing. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but
You're good.
Jesus. I guess just to bounce off of that, when we saw that reboot, that's one of my favorite movie experiences that I've had. Even if the movie itself was, just kind of okay as a whole. Like, honestly, because we saw it opening night.
it was open.
And I remember, like, during, like, the fight scenes and stuff, people were, like, cheering and, like, yelling at the screen and stuff. But it was, like a good kind. If that makes sense.
It's like
It wasn't like annoying, like just shut up or something. It's like no, like it felt like you were almost watching like sports or something.
Yeah,
Like
right,
it
right.
was like,
it was like going to see Endgame or Infinity War in theater. Like when
Yeah.
that shit happened, everyone was like, "Yeah!"
I didn't see that in the opening stages of it,
It was
but
so good. You can go say what you were gonna say, though, John.
Well, another thing I guess now is so have you guys seen Us?
Yeah.
By
I
Jordan Peele.
haven't. No, I saw Get Out, but I haven't seen Us.
Yeah, I saw us.
Us is really good. I think it's like maybe one of my favorite movies, if
Yeah.
not probably my favorite.
Oh, well.
And me and Anna went to go see that movie when it first came out, and it was another like great movie experience. It's like kind of like comedy / horror in a way,
Yeah.
and so to me it was really funny because we were sitting by a bunch of people in the movie theater, and people would be like, "Oh hell no, girl, you gotta run, you gotta book it, you gotta book it." So they made it like so much funnier than it even was. And then the other thing was, you guys have to watch Your Honor with Bryan Cranston
Yeah,
on
I
it.
really-
You
That's
guys,
right. Yeah,
you guys have to
mentioned
watch
that.
it. It is so good, so good. It's only one season long too. It's like,
Really?
I think it's
Like
like
a
7
limited series?
episodes. Yeah,
Was that Hulu? Or what was
it's
that?
on
Showtime.
HBO.
Show-
I think HBO, Showtime, or whatever. It's
Okay.
one of those two.
Okay, yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah.
I was gonna say something about Us. Yeah. I watched that at home, but like I can imagine like it's much funnier when people are talking about it.
It was
talking in the
hilarious.
theater. During the Godzilla reboot, though, I remember when he came on screen, he was like fighting the monsters. I was like, "Yeah, Ninja Turtles!" And the person behind me was like, "Godzilla." I was like, "I know."
I saw the title of the movie. I don't remember that for some reason. I don't remember if I was sitting by you or not then. Yeah, that was fun.
I also watched this terribly sad documentary.
Oh, great transition.
I was just watching a bunch of shit this week, and like I was scrolling through TikTok, and I was like, "What's a movie you can't get through without crying?" I was like, and this person talked about this documentary called Dear Zachary. I was like, "Okay, I'll check it out." And it's about this guy who gets shot by his ex-girlfriend, and then she ends up being pregnant with his kid, and it's like a custody battle between the grandparents and her. And then she's crazy, so she ends up killing herself with the baby.
Jesus.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Really bad experience.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why I suggested myself that, but
I mean, that's kind of like, I feel like that's one of those things that's just like, it's so fucked up, but yet you like want to know more.
How is it? That's it's like something that's written for like a movie. It doesn't seem like something that'd be in real life.
Like the Joe Exotic stuff.
Yeah,
like that stuff was so crazy.
Yeah,
like, aren't they making a movie off of that too? Like when
I
the kids
so.
playing.
That's Tiger King.
Yeah.
Okay. I do want to sound dumb. Okay, I haven't seen the show.
Yeah, I never watched it all the way through. I just know it was
you haven't
nuts.
watched it?
Nah.
One of the persons killed themselves. You gotta watch it. Like on camera. On camera. You gotta watch
now
it.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you have
I'm really curious.
Now you've convinced me.
It was Joe's husband too that killed himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's really good.
This is grim. But
we don't stray away from the grim stuff.
yeah. I remember what my other topic was a little bit. Just kind of a short thing, but I decided to. I normally don't spend a lot of money, but I decided to do a bit, and I spent about like $200 on recording equipment.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Like a new microphone or like what?
Yeah, I got a new microphone because the one that we use for the podcast, that one. This one, it's good for something like this, but with music stuff, it's really bad. Like it adjusts and stuff, which is not good for dynamics.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a better microphone and also a mic stand, and because it's better microphone, it has like a special thing, so I also had to get like an audio mixer thing so I can plug it in and shit. Getting like actually like kind of professional stuff a little bit. So
it's cool.
Yeah, I got those, and hopefully I can start playing around with those soon if school will just stop for 1 second.
We're almost done. We
We got a month
left.
I don't know. One of my teachers, the one for the class that I'm always dreading doing stuff for, like he was like, "Yeah, we don't have any more reading homework or anything, so that's good. Just from here on out, we just got some project stuff." It's like, yeah, we got 2 projects until the end of the year.
Wow.
That's not better. That's a worse alternative. I'd rather
do the reading.
I'd rather skim and bullshit a reading than do a project. But.
Good news, guys. More work.
Yeah, that's basically what he said. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really wanted to start working on music stuff. I just haven't had the time. I'm so exhausted.
How many weeks do you have left of school?
I believe like we literally go until the last week of this month, and then I think like the first week of May is just finals. Yeah. So once I don't know. Hopefully, maybe the week before that, I'll be able to work on stuff finally. But
yeah, I think I end on the 15th of May or something.
Oh wow, you guys are late. I have 2 weeks left, and then April 26th, I have all of my finals on the same day.
Okay, so I think you're a week ahead of me. That's what that is. So yeah.
2 more weeks for me.
What are you gonna do with all that free time? Play Tarkov?
No, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna get another job.
Oh really? A second job, really?
Yeah, I'll probably maybe work at Amazon, but we'll see. But yeah, I want to get another job because I told you about how I got accepted into med school, so I should be doing clinicals very soon, and so I'm probably not gonna even work at the library no more.
Oh really?
Once I get into clinicals, because from what I've heard, they put you like on 8-hour shifts sometimes. So I think I'll just once I start clinicals, I'm not gonna work no more. Just ride the rest of college.
Wow.
Nice.
So gotta save some money this summer.
Yeah, Amazon's good for adjusting to a schedule a little bit.
Mhm.
I mean, you gotta fit into their time zone, but once you're there, like 5 hours of work, and then you're good.
Yeah.
And it's not even really like super difficult work. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have much more lax jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I couldn't imagine still working at the deli and doing schoolwork. Like, I couldn't do that. I don't think.
Yeah, most people don't.
Right.
So,
has your schoolwork been okay?
it's been fine.
I guess that's good.
Like this week, I didn't realize that they like pushed the due dates of stuff till next week after Easter.
Mm.
It was just like, why wouldn't you just make spring break this week and not last week?
Yeah.
But or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about good for us. If you want to check us out anywhere else, you can follow my YouTube page, Playing a Piano. It's in the description. Colin's got a music review page on Instagram.
Yeah.
Would you like us to shout anything out for you, John?
I don't have any social media.
You will
Follow
never
John on Snapchat.
You will never find John. He's ours.
I remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See you guys later.